So good afternoon, realtors. I'm very happy to be here in front of you and teaching you a little bit about my marketing strategies and some of the cool things that Coldwell Banker provides us realtors, especially helping supplement us in our marketing to get maximum exposure for all of our listings. But a lot of things do come automated. Some of them you have to do to tweak things around and customize it to be displayed exactly how you want it. So the first step I did obviously was sign a listing agreement with the seller. And I took a very nice photography and I prepped my seller on items that we should prep before the home is ready for showings. So we spent the weekend before staging the property with light tabletop items, putting some carpet rugs, area rugs. We decorated the items and utilized a lot of the seller's existing furniture, like the sofa and tables. We utilized the decor that he had and just simply just put, some nice tabletop items and staged items um, to enhance the experience for the customer viewing during our showings and open house. So it's not hard to stage a home, but at the same time, it's all about planning ahead. And luckily, my seller was willing to spend a little bit to put some items together to make it look like it's how the space would look like if their furniture was in there. So after we staged the property, I sent the cleaner out to the area to help get it nice and ready. So they did a detailed cleaning, and then we got the property photos ready. So that's really what I did to prepare for the listing. And as you can see, the photos came out beautifully, and we did some small stuff just to really make it look like a very warm, comfortable, luxurious home. We priced this at 1,088,000. Okay. The first thing I'm going to tell you is South Pasadena is a desirable area with South Pasadena schools. So I described that. And if you are looking for a very good example of a description, I think you should always look at my property descriptions because I really spend the time and energy putting this together myself. So I write it like a story. I let them know the background that this was designed by a prestigious architect firm of Moulet and Palizoids. I say and state that it's a smart home qualified because it does have that eligibility. And I let them know it's a fully remodeled home with great improvements. I also let them know that we got Viking appliances. I let them know that it's all included with sale. And each of the bedrooms have their own private bathroom. These are all great features to share and broadcast. And the skylight. So I make sure to embellish and every single thing, even the stackable LG washer and dryer, wood plantation shutters and custom roll-up blinds, Nest thermostat, Ring doorbell, all that stuff. Um, and I also even talked about the walk score because a 95 walk score is means it's very easy to do all of your daily tasks without having to have a car. So it's a good way to bring and attract customers to come out to your open houses. I announced the open houses, I planned ahead, and I even did a broker caravan. So for my purposes, this property belongs in Pasadena Foothills. And so I went to the PFAR caravan on Thursdays, pitched it to all the realtors in the morning, and I opened it up myself for all the brokers and did another open house for the brokers. So these are things that you should be doing because ultimately it's very likely that the brokers will be providing you the offers, and hopefully when they get to preview it, they get to see the space and hopefully will share it, promote it to their own clientele. So in a very quick 7 days on the market, I do have multiple offers in hand. And I'm happy to share with you that many of these offers are all above asking. Okay. So how did I get there? How did I drive activity? How did I attract customers? And how did I phrase my language to get multiple above asking offers, not just asking price? So one of the key things I've done was I worked my own open house and I informed all the people coming in that our price is considered to be below market. Secondly, what did I do is I shared with them the comps. So right here in the blue area, I write that I clearly state asking price is attractively below market. Here, I'll help you out, realtors. Here's the two comps that I'm referencing. These are the most recent sales in this community. 809 Meridian sold for 1.1 million, November 21, not remodeled. 809 Meridian sold for 876 a square foot in June 2023. All offers are due today, which is 4 p.m. And we'll be reviewing them quickly because we have a motivated seller who meticulously maintained and designed the home tastefully. And go ahead and listing agent welcomes any calls and questions, texts. Thanks for showing to your clients. Okay. So that's one of the things that I do differently is I share the comps. I have it ready at the open house for the clients to refer. They can Google it up and they can see the photos if they wanted to, but I have them available so that they don't question why we're seeking a higher offer. So I already took the liberty, and I'm going to show you 1.1 million in November 2021. This was original condition, not remodeled. So I told them, buyers, we're priced under this one, but this one was not remodeled. And I think you can agree with me, buyers, November 21 and today, a lot of homes have appreciated since then, correct? And do you agree with me? And then a lot of say, yeah, there has been appreciation and price bidding wars in the last 2 years due to low inventory. And so I reference it and I say we're looking for something around 800 to 876 per square foot. And that's a nice reference because technically speaking, yes, Unit A did sell for 876 a square foot, but if you want to be super technical, I'm going to show you the history of this entire community. So I cross-reference 809 Meridian, and I'm going to show you here that from the 74 sales in this 809 region, I go by sort by date. You have unit number A, and this one sold at, I'm sorry, this was a lease. Unit number A sold at 809,000. And as I pull this up, I'm going to show you it did sell for 877, 876 a square foot above asking. So that went 10% above the asking price. And the difference is mine is 1,500 a square foot. This is 923. As you and I both know, the smaller the condominium, the higher the price per square foot is. Okay. But the larger your home, like you get a 5,000 square foot house, they tend to have a lower price per square foot. Why? Because it's basically all in the calculation of the structure, and condominiums are easy to evaluate because it's simply due to the division of more square footage into the price. So I liked to use 876 a square foot. I didn't tell the buyers or the agents that it sold at 8 or 9,000. That would be bad. But if I told them that it sold at 876, that makes my it looks like my listing price is a very, very attractive. Because when you look at my asking price, we are at 720, basically 724 a square foot. Obviously, this is a great deal to the buyers when you say it like this, right? So that is a key strategic way that I'm telling people, yeah, 876 is the most recent comp in June 2023. So appraisers will use this, and I also let them know about the other one. But it is a good idea to use below market asking prices to drive activity, because obviously the more traffic you have, the more people want it, the more people feel like it's a hot home. And I had a lot of showings over the open house where I passed out about 150 flyers within the 2-day span. Okay. So I literally had maybe 3 parties at inside the house at the same time. I was working it, uh, walking all over the place, and I was able to manage it, but it was very busy during Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. And that kind of activity means buyers kind of recognize they got to compete if they really like this. I set the tone. I say we were primarily looking at offers above asking price, and I give them the price per square foot references, and just ask them to write a strong offer if they're very serious. And so we have a lot of offers still coming in at the moment. Okay. But the good thing is I have 2 cash offers. They're both about way over asking, more than 100,000 over asking. Okay. So I hope my client's very happy. I still might have a few more offers coming in before the next 2 hours, hour and a half. But some people always ask, Kelvin, is it a good or bad idea to put a deadline? It's a good idea if you have a motivated seller. And when you are pricing it below market. Sure, put a deadline. My client asked me, well, what if the disadvantage is? Well, it's a disadvantage to put a deadline if it's priced too high. If you have 0 offers in your hand and you set a deadline, it kind of just looks bad that you didn't review any offers, or you haven't put it into escrow. And if no one responds to you, that really tells you the market is not responding or considering that asking price. But some sellers always say, but I'm afraid, what if I listed at 1.088 below the most recent comp at Unit Z? And just to give you a reference of Unit Z, I'll show it to you. But some sellers will say, but I'm kind of scared of selling. What if they only get 1.1 million? Because his goal was higher. This property is, as you can see, right next door. It has a very original kitchen, original flooring, and just very nice but basic from when it was built in 2005. So it did not have the feel and the tone and the luxurious things that my listing has, as you can see here, right? So they sold at 679 a square foot. We're selling ours at 800 a square foot. So I hope my client's going to be very happy, because we're going to be approaching the 800s. And we might get higher if we counter higher to the multiple offers. I don't know what the seller's going to say. Okay. So the other good thing about what I did is I also utilized, like, for Caravan, right? Let me show you how it's like with PFAR. And it's very simple. When you go to, if you have a Pasadena, Altadena, South Pass, or nearby property to Pasadena, San Marino, you can always utilize your association. Even if you're not a member of Pasadena, you can go to their website, submit a caravan date. Mine was the last Thursday. Give the MLS number and address. And I write a small little description. I give the combo keypad to the brokers, and I tell them to come join us. And then I went to the meeting in the morning to make sure that I got the exposure for my client. So it's confirmed, and I let my client know that I'm doing everything I can to expose his property. And then I give a second little cool thing. This is for you Coldwell Banker agents with our company. Make sure you're utilizing your Moxie, because I want to show you that once I submitted my property in the MLS on last Tuesday, okay, I instantly received something called one thing. All right. So I listed the property right on that 17th or 18th. And then guess what happens? In my inbox, after you've accepted the terms of Moxie, your just listed packages for 809 Meridian is ready. So I just take a look, and they have the social media posts, e-postcards, jumbo postcards, flyers, and this and this and that. So I used it, okay? I happened to revisit and do mine all over again. So when I did it, I wanted my better photo to be on the front. So all I did was update the first 5 or 6 photos that I liked as the most attractive to my property. And then I put together a new little packet to share. So let's take a look. This is the open house flyer. All right. So we got a nice little living room photo, the exterior, kitchen, bedroom, and the big living room here, right? Very beautifully done. And I didn't really have to do anything because it copies my description from the MLS. All I had to do was pick which 5 photos I wanted. Okay. But you also will get a social media post. And this post here looks good to post your open houses on your Facebook or Instagram. And this is to attract some traffic to your clients. But what I also did is I created a website. So in order to do that, I have to log in to my, and I want to show you what it looks like. Do you guys see this Realogy automated listings page?
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So once I put it in the MLS, this whole what's called a project was created for me. Now all I have to do as a Moxie agent user is pick what I want. I already showed you this is what the open house looks like, and you can just basically, I'll show you how easy it is. So if I was busy, I really needed to get my flyers to go. So I just go ahead and I edit. This is just naming it. I called it the property address. And then it's very simple. Which 5 photos do you want to use? Okay. Oh, I don't want any of these photos. I can always add photos. So what do I have to? So all I have to do is remove all the photos, add it, pick it from the project, and then I have all the 45 photos that I have uploaded already in the MLS, and I just check a box on the ones that I like. Okay. So if those are my favorite 4 or 5, boom, I add it in, and then it adds it, and then that's done. Save and continue, and then I can confirm what the text looks like. Okay. What do I want to write? So headline 1, that's going to go right here. if I want to say open house, or I could say price improvement or price reduced. I could say turnkey South Pasadena home in South Pas schools. I could write remodeled property, or I can write fixer upper best price on the market, whatever you want to write as your headline. Then I wrote my open house start and ending times, which was 1 to 4. And then I write the property details and this and this and that, half bathroom. And I had to fit the characters to within whatever the space allotted. And then I took and just copied and paste what my description was. After I push finish, it'll already add my information in here, and then it's done. Okay, that's how you do a flyer. Okay, now same thing if you wanted to do anything else with this project. So going back to this project, there is one other cool thing I wanted to show you too. Okay, so not only did I do that, I created 2 different areas. I created a single property website. So let's click that one right here. Let's preview it. Actually, I already published this one, so let's get the link. Okay, first you'll get a link to this one right here, a web page. So hopefully all of you guys can see. I can share this to my seller. Hey seller, look, within 8 hours of me putting in the MLS, I have your marketing packet ready for your blessing and review. Here is the website I even built for you. Here's the link. This is the asking price. 2 beds, 2.5 bath, location, location, location. Here's the description pulled straight from the MLS. Here's all the property photos. And these are the details of the home. Contact me. And it looks very nice. So the seller goes, wow, you have this already? I'll go, yeah, I'm that's why you hired me. So this link, I can just copy this link. Sometimes if you want, you can use a short URL instead if you want something shorter. And I can copy, I can text this to everybody. I could put it into Facebook. I could say, hey, join me for my open house. Here's my link to my the property on Saturday and Sunday. And this is how you can share it, or HTML into your own web page if you have one. But it's a very easy step to build a property website with Coldwell Banker. Okay, so that's just another area for more exposure. And the great thing is, agents, you also can put an unbranded website. So this is MLS compliant. You have an asking price, property details, description, this, and that. No information about the company or broker or my information, contact info, straight up everything only for the property. This allows me, if you see my listing, they can now go to an unbranded 360 virtual tour link. Okay. And I published it. Everyone can go in here and they'll see my website. But the cool thing that by putting a branded one too, is you might get additional exposure. So for my purposes, if you see edit listing, on my description section, I provided an unbranded link here, and I provided an agent branded link down here. Okay. So if you want to go to any other competitor's website, like, for example, Redfin, and here it is. Number one, Redfin calls it a hot home, right? The way you get hot homes is you price it under market. Number two, it pulls the information from the MLS. Number three, even Redfin says Hey, the listing agent is reviewing offers in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Hurry, write an offer right away before it's too late. It kind of gives a sense of urgency. It's been on 7 days. And the other cool thing, like I was going to show you, is virtual tour. Notice there's 2 links here, everyone. So, well, the first link is the unbranded. No, this is the branded one. So this is the branded version, Coldwell Banker Dynasty. Contact me. It has my link in there. This is compliant, and it has, and then they know the buyer could find me now, even though they're on a competitor's website. And so here is the unbranded version. Here's 1 and 2. So it allows, usually the client will pick the first one. And in my case, that's okay. I'd rather them have clicked the first option because the first option is leading them with my information right here. Cool enough? So that's why you want to create a virtual tour and create a link simply by pushing a couple of buttons. And with the power of Moxie Impress, I was able to get both of them in there using 2 links. You could also get some traffic analysis. So for example, I don't know if anyone clicked on it, but let's just see. In the last 7 days, I want to see how many people clicked on it. Okay. This is a 1 week on the market. 204 page clicks, views, exposure. 30 of them are unique visitors, 62 total visits, and blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of 52% of the people came back to this property. Okay, that means these 32 people are the most serious buyers that were wanting to check this out this is only from the link that I shared in the last 7 days. Okay. So I could even have some information daily. The peak activity happened on July 20th. Okay. And then as the week progressed, 13 clicks. This day had 82 clicks, page views on July 20th. Okay. And that's only half the story. Because if I click on this web page, let's see the traffic counts. It's probably less because this is branded. This is the branded version. 52 page views, 18 unique visitors. So yeah, you combine it together and that's over 300 something people who only on in the last 7 days that checked out my link. Okay. You also get a QR code. So all you have to do is copy this image, paste it into your flyer or print it in your own marketing materials, and you can share this code to anybody or text message, and they can get right to your website, which is the same as these, using a QR code. The technology of Coldwell Banker is great. I just don't know if you guys are using it right. So that's what you can do. I publish unbranded, I publish to the web, and then that allows me to have these links available so I can track the stats and I can share it to my client to give them a screenshot. I'm working hard, seller. I worked all open houses, passed out 150 flyers. There's so many different unique visitors and la 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 la. Okay. The other thing I did to make sure the buyers understand what market value is I let them know and I showed them the Zillow website as well. Okay. So I'm going to go to the 809 Meridian Ave public view, and they'll notice and see this Z estimate says 1.204. Actually, a few days ago, it said 1.210. Okay. So I tell the buyers, yes, 1088 is our asking price, but the owner is kind of looking closer towards the Z estimate. And so then they go, oh, what's the Z estimate? Oh yeah, the Zillow kind of gives you an estimated value. But the problem with Z estimates, these are online estimates where they base it on the size and square footage and location, zip code. They don't factor in the improvements and the great things that this particular unit V has, because they're not well aware. A computer is not well aware that you have plantation shutters, that you have recessed lighting, that you have upgrades such as new flooring that are engineered laminate flooring. They don't know that it has upgraded light fixtures. They don't know that it has Viking stainless steel appliances, all matching, including microwave, dishwasher, range oven, and the fridge. They also don't know whether or not the washer and dryer is included with sale. In my particular case, we absolutely are going to give LG newer stackable laundry to the client. They don't know they have really nice, tasteful upgrades to the bathrooms that have been remodeled with very elegant tiling. One of my favorite bathrooms, you know, you can kind of see it's just very tasteful in terms of uh, uh, the upgrades, and especially even this little walk-in closet. It's really very beautifully done, the walk-in closet. Okay, so it really has a lot of space and whatnot. So of course, if the online model says 1.2 and they don't know that it has all these great upgrades that are more than 50 to $100,000 worth of value, don't you think this home should be sold somewhere around this range in the 1.2s? And yes, I'm kind of hinting to the buyers because I have a goal to hit 1.2s, and how the hell am I going to do it at 1.088 asking price? The only way you do it is if you use the strategies I just taught you. And I don't use one, I used all these strategies to drive up this price. So I'm happy to report it will be going to escrow very soon. It's in the 1.2 range. We might send a multiple counter offer depending on activity, but we already hit it. Okay. Any questions?
Who did say the staging? The seller will pay for the stage.
Seller did pay for staging, yes, but they didn't pay a lot. This is actually all the furniture you see is their own furniture. The stager brought in the blue chairs. They brought tabletop items, just like this kind of stuff, this little decor, plant. So they put some blankets and pillows, and you know, this is the owner's guitars. This is the owner's art pieces. So honestly, it's not really staged. I think they spend like $1,000. Okay. But this is the owner's area rug, and then the stager brought like this sign. This is the owner's teddy bear. So they didn't pay a lot for staging because they use their own furniture.
So you order the staging for them.
I gave them a couple of people, and then I let them go ahead and talk to them and negotiate directly.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I just wonder. The price is really nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
high.
It's a million one for a 2-bedroom condo. It seems high for a lot of people,
Yeah.
but we're at 1.2 now. And so I guess, you know, people don't, I tell you, South Pasadena is just very strong demand. So if you should target South Pass because they have very low inventory, and that's also helping me because I don't have any competition in this whole building. And so yeah, with the low inventory market, that's why we tell sellers, hurry, 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 let's get it on the market. Let's sell it for top dollar now during the summer. And I was pushing him to get it on the ready, get ready, get ready. And finally we're ready, but the timing's good. You know, in a low inventory market, that's why you always got to do your own research and comps, and then have the comps available, so that way you can persuade buyers to write stronger offers.
Yeah, when you do comp, so you mentioned in the MLS you said when the square footage. In my idea, that the square footage is you compare the less square feet. So of course the unit price is high.
Yeah, it's
So
1503 square foot, and so it's a good size 2-bedroom, but I make the agents do their own homework, as you can see from my MLS. I wrote this out. Okay. So yeah, I didn't say that it sold for 900,000 or whatever it was. I let them know that it sold at $876 a square foot.
but when you compare, you need to compare the similar square footage, and then you can have the similar unit.
I let the
price.
agents compare
Oh,
to themselves, because this is only to the
okay.
agents. So they can use their own decisions and opinions. But when you compare, to me, it's the best comparable is in the exact same community. Even if it's a smaller 1-bedroom house, this is a 1-bedroom, but it's just sold 1 month ago in June 2023. This is one of the best comps. Okay. I'm only sharing the comps that are relevant, that I want them to see, right? Okay, so it's a little strategy to this. So that's it for today, guys. If you have any questions, I got to go talk to I have an AC guy coming to help office repair the AC. And if no one any other questions, thank you for joining me today. And I hope this helps you in your listings. Go out there, get some listings. You will sell it because it's still low inventory market. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Thank you.
Sophia.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.